We did the video on who we should cut. Now we're going to do the video on who we should re-sign. What is up, Finn fans? Yes, this is going to be the video where I talk about who the Dolphins should re-sign. We have a very, very long list of potential free agents, and I'm going to run down them and talk about it. But before we get into all that good, juicy stuff, I have to shout out a new Patreon/member. This man, Manny T, not only became a member, but he also went over and became a patron. And I appreciate that. You have no idea how much I appreciate that you're going to support me on both platforms. But there is, and again, you might ask yourself, Manny, why would you do that? Being a member, you get the nice little icons, you get special emojis, you get special treatment, especially in live streams. And on the Patreon side, you're going to get special videos. You're going to get other special perks. So there is two different things. I did not expect Manny to join both of them. So Manny, I love you and I appreciate you for joining both sides. There's a ton of you guys like Vic and Josh and all you guys that are on both sides. You're a member as well as a patron, and you guys, I love you so much. I love all my members and all my patrons and all my subscribers. Love you all. So there's that. Also, got to shout out two people. First, Backroom Collections. I'm going to pop up some of their new artwork. They are coming out with some new stuff, and some of this stuff is just fantastic, beautiful. Love the quality work. Again, it is that canvas, high quality work. Go over it, use the promo code DDW. You get yourself 10% off. Go over, grab some. And of course, today's episode is sponsored by Manscaped. Yes, manscaped.com. Love the stuff they have over there. They sent me over the Perfect Package 4.0. And in that Perfect Package 4.0, you get the new, I'm going to show you it this time, 4.0 trimmer. I use this thing on my beard. Try to keep it nice and neat. It's great. It's waterproof. Has a little light on it and everything. So very, very cool. And high-tech, high-quality, great stuff. They also sent over the crop preserver, and they sent over the crop reviver. This comes in the package that you get with the Perfect Package 4.0. And if you use the promo code DDW20, not only do you get 20% off, not only do you get free shipping, but you also get 2 free gifts. So go over manscaped.com, grab yourself the Perfect Package 4.0, and use that promo code DDW20. So let's jump into who I'd re-sign. Now, again, the list of Dolphins that are free agents is 24 players. Now, Duke Johnson's on there, is a free agent, part of the Dolphins, but he's not on this list for some reason. And I don't understand why. But essentially this is what I'm going to do. I have a list here of players I would re-sign and their cap value, right? What we're going to do is I'm going to run through the list with you guys. And if it's a very quick, no, I'm not going to re-sign them, then we're going to say that. We're going to move on. But there's a lot. So let's start at the top. I'll put the list on one of my sides, and then I use Spot Track. I got their membership. That's not a sponsor, but I got their membership, and you could do a lot with that when it comes to looking at contracts, looking at the average contract. And that's where I kind of came up with my contracts that I'd give these players. But Spot Track is what I'm using. So first on their list is Will Fuller. I'm at the point right now where I'm not bringing in any more, banged up or was banged up or consistently banged up players. So I know a lot of you guys say, like, what about Saquon Barkley? No. As dynamic and as great of a running back he is, he can't stay healthy, and I'm tired of those types of players. So Will Fuller, no, I'm not bringing back. Next, Emmanuel Ogbah. I'd like them to re-sign Emmanuel Ogbah. Again, these are numbers that I kind of looked at the average, and I kind of looked at the production and kind of matched his production and kind of it's not a finite number. And if you're like, wow, you give him that much, or wow, you give him that little, he wouldn't take that. I understand. This is just a number I'm going to throw out there, but I would bring back Emmanuel Ogbah. I'd give him 3 years, $32 million, and I'd make about $18 million guaranteed. So that last year of his contract is kind of an out. Give him about a 2-year contract with the potential of the third to keep him if he continues to be productive and we have, continue that right. So again, Emmanuel Ogbah, I give him about a 3-year, $32 million contract to keep Emmanuel Ogbah. Then next is Jacoby Brissett. No. Next after him is Phillip Lindsay. I am bringing back Phillip Lindsay. I really like the way he played, and I honestly think he will do very good in a zone run offense that Mike McDaniel's incorporating. So I would bring back Phillip Lindsay, and I'm thinking around 2-year, $11 million, maybe like 5.5 guaranteed, make the first year guaranteed, around there, maybe around $4 million. At the average for a running back, maybe even the lower end of a running back. Albert Wilson, no, not bringing back Albert Wilson. Same reason why I don't bring back Will Fuller. It's just the injury history and the not being able to stay on the field and all that stuff. Justin Coleman. Now, Justin Coleman, his rate on 2021, when he's making about $2.2 million, he started to play well towards the end of the season. But I think I'm going to go in a different direction with Justin Coleman, and I don't think I'm going to re-sign him. I'd probably let him test the market, and if he doesn't get scooped up, maybe. But I want that third corner to be a top-notch third corner. Landon Roberts, going to be 28. Again, he only made about $2 million this past year. He was great at stopping the run, even great at getting after the quarterback a little bit. But when it came to anything else, it was just very... So I wouldn't be against bringing him back. And again, I wouldn't be against bringing him back around that same cap hit that he had in 2021, around $2 million. But he's not a top priority. Malcolm Brown, I'm not bringing back Malcolm Brown. Mike Gesicki, that's the one. I am trying to bring back Mike Gesicki. I understand where people are coming from with the type of tight ends that, the 49ers use and the type of tight ends that are, maybe they're looking for. But I think he can be dynamic. I think he can really help spread this offense. And his speed and his catch radius is something that you can't really replace. So I am bringing back Gesicki. And again, I can expect people to be like, oh, he's not going to take that much. But I'm going to give him around 4 years, $42 million. So you're looking at about $10 million a year. I know people either are like, are you out of your mind? Or people are like, he's not going to take that. But that's maybe give him, $30 million guarantee. Again, another incentive to maybe the first 2 years, he gets a good chunk. And then the second 2 years, it's kind of, and then put incentive base on it. But I give him a 4-year contract. Again, the numbers are semantic. I give him a 4-year contract. I give Ogbah 3. I give him a 4-year contract. I give Phillip Lindsay a 2-year. First year, you get your money. Second, if you continue that, we still have you under contract for the second year to renegotiate and get you for some more. Michael Pilardi, punter. I'm not bringing him back. I'm hearing a lot of things, and I'm seeing a lot of things. First, he wasn't that great of a punter, and I'm also hearing his holding is kind of where Jason Sanders kind of faltered off. Not bringing back Pilardi. Jason McCourty, 35. Not bringing him back. I think, he was that safety hybrid corner. Not going to bring him back. John Jenkins, defensive tackle, 32. I'm not bringing him back. I'm sorry. You might be like, come on, but I'm not bringing him back. Mac Hollins. I am re-signing Mac Hollins. People need to put respect on Mac Hollins' name. When that man was on the field, he caught it. When that man was doing special teams, he made the tackles. He got the ball down on the one. Mac Hollins is a team player. Mac Hollins was a captain for a reason. I'm bringing back Mac Hollins. I'm 2-year, $12 million. I'm not really going to go into the semantics of the guarantee, but around 2-year, $12 million, give him about $6 million a year, give or take. I'm bringing back Mac Hollins. Duke Riley, he's still young, 28. He's about 27 and a half now as I'm recording this. I don't like the linebacker core for the Dolphins, if I'm being 100% honest with you. Now, can we completely wipe and do it all over again? I don't think so. But, we still have Van Ginkel. We still have Jerome Baker. I don't know if I'm bringing Duke Riley back. Again, he might be another guy kind of like a Landon Roberts. Kind of like, there was another guy I was saying, Justin Coleman. I let them test the market and then see where their thought process is. Brennan Scarlett, I'm not bringing back. Greg Maines, I don't even know why he is in this. I thought we got rid of Greg Maines already before he was even on there. Duke Johnson is on here. Here's Duke Johnson. I am bringing back Duke Johnson. I'm bringing back Duke Johnson and Philip Lindsay. I really like the way they ran together. I give Duke around the same as Lindsay. You know, that $4-5 million a year, 2-year contract. First year, can you be consistent? If not, we let you go. If so, we have you for the next year and to potentially renegotiate. Nick Needham is a restricted free agent. So as a restricted free agent, the Dolphins have a little bit more control over you, and they don't necessarily have to give you that contract right away to keep you. So with Nick Needham, I am putting a second round tender on him. So if a team comes out and they offer Nick Needham a contract, the Dolphins have the opportunity to match it. And if they don't match it, then that team that gave him the contract has to give the Dolphins a second round pick. That's how that restricted free agent / tender works. I'm doing that. Same with Trill Williams, right? Trill Williams, another young guy, a guy that was, has a lot of potential. I'm going to put a tender on him as well to have first dibs on him, and to potentially go out and either match it or get a draft pick for him. Durham Smythe is the next one. I am re-signing Durham Smythe. I think Durham Smythe would be fantastic in this style of offense. I'd like to bring him and Gesicki back. You already saw I'm cutting Adam Shaheen. You already saw I'm cutting Sathan Carter. So you bring these two guys back. You have 3 tight ends on the roster in Hunter Long, Gesicki, and Durham Smythe. I'm giving Durham Smythe, I had 2, then I scratched it out for 3. I think I'm giving him a 3-year contract, $12 million. Or I'm giving a 2-year contract, 12. I think I'm giving him a 3-year contract, $12 million, about $4 or $5 million a year, $8 million guaranteed. Kind of get that first year maybe guaranteed. I think it might be a 2-year. I think it's a 2-year, $12 million contract. I don't know what I wrote, but I'm re-signing Durham Smythe there. Then we have Savon Ahmed, who is ERFA, who essentially means he didn't play for enough time to become either an unrestricted free agent or a restricted free agent. And how that works is the Dolphins can give Savon Ahmed a 1-year league minimum contract, and he cannot negotiate about it. He is now a Dolphin for that 1-year league minimum contract. So him and Elijah Campbell, who are both ERFAs, which is, exclusive rights free agent, exclusive restricted free agent, I'm giving them both that 1-year minimum, keeping them on the field. You have Preston Williams and you have Savon Ahmed. Again, they're the restricted free agents, and those are the situations where you can put a tender on them and essentially say, if someone offers them a contract, either keep them or ship them out. I think what I would do, now Preston Williams, he can't stay healthy. We've had him for 3 years and just consistently not being able to stay healthy and stay on the field. He can be really good and he can be really dynamic. It's just, he's not showing it. I probably tender him. I probably tender both, Sam McGuavin and him. Again, I wasn't a fan of the linebacker core. Sam McGuavin tend to have disappeared after the first year they brought him in, and I was loving what he was doing. So I think with the restricted free agents, I'm putting a tender on them, and I'm seeing what the market dictates for them. Worst case, we have them as restricted free agent with a tender. And in best case, someone makes an offer. If we think it's ridiculous, then we get the draft pick. If not, we sign them. So that's what I'm doing. So essentially, Agba, Gesicki, Philip Lindsay, Mac Hollins, Durham Smythe, Duke Johnson are getting contracts. And Sam McGuavin, Preston Williams, Nick Needham, and Trill Williams are getting tendered. And then other than that, I'm letting you test the market. And if you come back, you come back. If not, you're not. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm letting 14 potentially walk. A little more than a half potentially walk. But again, you have enough cap space that the Dolphins have the potential to get to $100 million in cap space. They have the most cap space. I'm rebuilding this team. Now, not completely. I think the foundation of that defense is still there with Brandon Jones, with Javon Holland, Xavier Howard, Byron Jones. Again, Nick Needham would be back. The defense is still there. Raekwon Davis, Christian Wilkins. Again, I'm bringing back Emmanuel Ogbah, Philip Lindsay, Jerome Baker, Andrew Van Ginkel. So the defense is still, the foundation's still there. So that's why I'm letting so many walk, because I want to add more. I want to add that middle linebacker that can do it all. I want to add, another defensive tackle that's more disruptive. I want to add more depth at the cornerback, safety position. Even on the offense, I'm getting ahead of myself. I got a video for all that. But that's what I'm doing. Again, getting rid of a good chunk. But again, if Will Fuller wasn't banged up, and it's not even his fault. It was Jacoby Brissett with the horrible throw, apparently shattering Will Fuller's finger. He just can't stay healthy, and I'm not about that anymore. Some people ask me, "Hey, would you go after CMC, Christian McCaffrey?" No. Last 2 years, he wasn't able to stay healthy, and it's not like, oh, it's just 2 bad years. Look at J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt consistently couldn't stay healthy, and then people were like, oh, he's back in great shape, he's going to stay, and he got injured this year for the Cardinals. So I'm not testing that fate anymore. But comment below, out of the list, and if you want, just Google Miami Dolphin 2022 free agents, who would you keep and who would you not keep? So comment below, and other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. But like usual, stay classy. I'm Fins up.